Hi, I'm Ryan Hunter, and this is Kalispell Connections, a program where we talk about issues important to the community. And with me today is Gary George and Sara Pliauplis. They were both recently, I got the name right, I was practicing. They were recently unstable in housing and struggling to find affordable housing in our community. And I want to first start out, say congratulations. You guys just moved in yesterday to your new apartment.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's small, but it's ours.
Yeah, and that's so important, I know. Could you start off and tell us kind of your story? How did you come to be lacking housing in our community and that struggle in trying to find a housing?
Do you want to start?
Yeah. Well, we were living in Libby, Montana, about 2 hours or so from here, and with his parents, and it just was a very small house. And
It was a very volatile situation.
yeah,
They do a lot of pot, and we don't do any drugs or anything, and they just didn't want to accommodate us, I guess. And here in Kalispell, there's a lot better job opportunities. And when we were living in Libby, I mean, we filled out job application after application, and she finally got a job. Where was it?
I was a home health aide.
Yeah, and I just couldn't find work, so we decided to come to Kalispell. And I mean, within the first week or two that I was here, I had 3 job opportunities, and then we found the Samaritan House.
Actually, no, we found the Samaritan House first.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we found the Samaritan House first, and then we
literally got here at 9 o'clock at night and collapsed at the door.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Parker was nice enough to let us in.
Yeah, he's one of the staff there, and I mean it's been we've put in applications for apartments and housing here, and yeah, everything's $750, $800, $1,000.
Plus another 1,000 deposit.
Yeah, we just couldn't do it. I mean, we stayed at the Samaritan House for a good month.
Almost 2 months.
Almost
yeah.
2 months, yeah. And the guy Billy that runs it, he told us that he had an apartment up here, which we're in right now, and
he said we weren't supposed to stay together.
We weren't supposed to stay together, but he pushed it through so that we could. And yeah, I mean, we pay $240 now, so I mean, if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have gotten this place.
So it sounds like part of the barrier there was saving up that money for the deposit for getting into a place. That's tough.
I mean, we could get the rent. We just were struggling with the deposit, and yeah, we about gave up.
Yeah.
A lot.
Because I mean, we only get paid every 2 weeks, so, and then we needed food and everything else, so.
Mm-hmm. And how did you find the Samaritan House as a resource when you first came?
Actually, we were looking at online.
Yeah, I think I just literally Googled
she Googled the homeless shelters, and the Samaritan House came up, and then another shelter.
The COVID shelter.
The COVID shelter.
Yeah, that's closed now.
And I mean, yeah, we came here, and
it was funny because they had a female bed for me.
But they had no for me, and the next thing I know, they had a bed, so that's why I said
laughed in the middle of the night or something.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, I mean, I believe in God, so I leave it up to God, and He's helped us this much, because I mean, by all means, I wasn't even supposed to be in the Samaritan House when she got in, and yeah, so.
Great. And so you were both employed fairly quickly when coming into town. So really wasn't a matter of lacking the financial resources to cover rent, as you say, but that deposit and finding a place. How was that search like, looking for places? Were there many places available to you that you could find? Or
no, there's honestly a lot of places just for one person.
Yeah.
Or college kids.
Or they're too far out and we can't
Because we don't have a car.
We don't have a car right now, and we're working on that. And it's, yeah, I mean, they have places. It's just a means of getting there and, you know, getting the deposit. And like, I've lived with my parents for a long while, and so we don't really have, you know, like housing references, and, you know, that's another barrier.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's been rough.
Yeah, and cars transportation is expensive. So how are
Yeah.
you getting about? What's your way of getting about town now?
Bus, actually.
Bus,
Yeah,
yeah, the
it's
Eagle
free
Transit.
right now. So.
Yeah, it's free right now during COVID season, but I guess next month it's only going to be $1, which, you know, isn't bad. So I mean, that for now we can get around. I mean, it doesn't go everywhere, but
It can get you like really close.
yeah, it can get you really close to where you need to go.
And then
You're
he
able to
rides
rely on
the
it
bike.
for your work, getting to work.
Yeah. Well, she does.
I take it every morning, but he can walk.
Yeah, I can
or
walk
take
across
his
town,
bike
or yeah, I
yeah.
ride. I have a bike I ride. So, but
Yeah, and you know, were there a lot of folks helping you and kind of finding a new place? Is that, and the place you're at, is that subsidized at all, or is it market rate?
well, it's ran by the Samaritan House.
Okay.
It's a transitional housing. We can stay here for 2 years
Okay.
and save up money, and then we have to find another place to stay. But I mean, it's ideal for, you know, now until we can save up enough money to move into a better place. So.
And how did you two meet? You were telling me a story earlier about walking across the nation, and
I was on Facebook one day, and I just happened to come across her profile, and I started talking to her.
No, I messaged him.
Yeah, okay, I'm
and
sorry.
It took him 5 hours to say one word back. So
I was nervous.
but you were living
And then,
in different areas.
Yeah, I was living in Libby, Montana. She was living in Walton, New York.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, other side of the country.
Yeah, she didn't think I was actually going to do it, so I did it.
Yeah.
I walked about halfway in cowboy boots.
Wow.
And then he got stuck in the hospital for a night because of his cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Wow, that's commitment. That's dedication.
Yeah, we've been through a lot.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's great that you guys have found something stable. What's your plan for the next 5 years? Where do you expect yourselves to be?
I think we'd like to stay probably around Kalispell.
yeah, we'd like to stay around Kalispell and, you know, have at least an actual house to rent.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it'd be nice. Like, you know, not just a room in a house, because most of them are just rooms in a house. But I think it'd be nice to have an actual house to rent, you know, like with a screened in yard or a fenced in yard for a dog, and, you know, to be normal.
Maybe try for baby number 2.
Yeah, try for baby number 2. Yeah, sadly, our first one passed away, and she was just born. She was a preemie baby, and
well, technically she was
micro preemie, but yeah, she didn't make it, and I think that was the hardest thing we've ever had to do ever in our entire lives.
Was that at the same time that you were struggling with housing?
No, we were.
The hospital was nice enough to give us an apartment.
Yeah, we actually lived in one of their apartments on their campus for the month that we were, you know, having the baby.
They didn't want me far from like the OR and stuff in case something happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Great.
That's when we decided we actually wanted to like move to Kalispell.
Yeah. And we were trying then to stay out here, but it was just too hard. And
yeah, at the time we didn't have jobs or anything, so. But yeah, I mean, now, I mean, I like where I'm working. She likes where she's working pretty much. We make enough to make ends meet-ish.
Yeah, I mean, we make enough that we don't really have food stamps much anymore.
Yeah,
So that's something.
Yeah. Um,
Have you relied on some of the other
yeah,
resources like the food bank for that
we go to
assistance
the
with
food
food?
bank every once in a while. We go to the food bank and
We went to CAP.
yeah, we went to CAP that helps with housing and stuff, and we got all our stuff in there. But Billy, the guy that runs the Samaritan House, uh, offered us this place, so we didn't need to go through them. So
So we can use them when we get like a better place.
yeah, so when we get a better place, we can, or if we try to, when we save up our money, we can go through them and they can help us find a better place.
Where do you think you would be without those resources, Samaritan House and CAP and the food bank? I mean, how
Probably
much has
living
that
in
been helpful for you?
Probably living in a tent.
And
Mhm.
probably unemployed. Not gonna lie on that one.
Yeah, because they've been extremely helpful.
And then living at the shelter, you have to get a job.
Yeah,
have
you
to
can't be
work to
lazy
get out.
living at the Samaritan House, which I like. I mean, they
Yeah.
get you out and they make you stay out from 9 to 4 every day. So I think that was the kick in the ass that we needed.
Yeah. Being forced out all day, every
Yeah.
day with nothing to do.
So what would you, I know a lot of folks in the community are struggling with housing because we have such a tight housing market, not a lot of affordable housing in the community. What would you tell folks out there who are also struggling with housing? Do you have any advice or something you'd like to say to folks who are in a similar situation?
Just keep trying. Something will happen.
Don't give up.
Mhm.
Just keep trying. I mean, all you can do is just keep looking and trying to find places to stay. I mean, like if people are homeless, they can always go to the Samaritan House for 30 days.
If they have room.
Yeah, if they have room.
They're pretty full at the moment.
Yeah,
but
they're pretty full at the moment. I didn't think there was this many homeless people here in this town.
Yeah, my understanding is they're pretty much always close to full up because
Yeah.
there's enough homeless people and not quite enough resources for them.
Exactly. But no, I mean, if they can find a place, even if it is a dingy place, don't give it up. Because I mean, I've had some people tell me, yeah, I gave up a small apartment because I wanted something better, and now I'm on the streets, and I'm just like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I mean, you've seen our apartment; it's tiny, and I ain't giving it up.
Place to put your head. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on the program. I wish you the best luck. I'm so happy that you found a place and you're able to look forward to your future together. And I'm hopeful that as you move forward, you'll get a place, a bigger place of your own. And thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. Yeah, absolutely.
Great. All right. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.